everybody? It's your boy Chip. We're here with another weekly analysis. And last week was a killing. Last week in the market was insane. All the news impacted perfectly to what we wanted in our entries. Not only that, but inflation rates, interest rates with the FOMC. Oh yeah, we had us a fire week, yo. We also had some GBP inflation. There's some AUD news. We had a lot of driving market, right? So let's see what this week has and wants to continue for us, and see kind of what we have to get across this week. So before I head into that, hit that like, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it if you really do. It really helps me, helps the algorithm. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so I'm just basically gonna start from the dollar, right? Reason I'm gonna start from the dollar is because basically I'm gonna be doing all US pairs today. We're gonna look at the USJPY and we're gonna look at USCAD. So reason I want to do that is if we have inflation and we have interest rates and everything, we have inflation coming down, which is good. And then we have also interest rates that have been hiking. So about 50 more points. So yeah, we're that's a bullish market, when we're talking about inflation and we're talking about interest rates. Interest rates drive the market, right? So we definitely want to go with what these interest rates are definitely going with. So I'm just going to start off with this dollar, right? Some futures. So this is my monthly. What I'm seeing from here, we had us a bullish movement, right? We had us a bullish movement, and we have us a 45-degree angle. Okay. So that being said, that was just a pullback. Came right to that trend line, and now we have us a continuation. See, watch how you put your trend lines. You don't want it to put like this, and because that's about a 30. It's a different angle. So this is about a 45-degree angle. And if you guys don't know about 45-degree angles, definitely check those out and make sure you're putting your trend lines at a 45-degree angle, right? Because then that's when you're going to definitely get the real trend, right? So basically going for my monthly, I'll do my monthly high and low. There's a body there, so I'm still going to put it at the top, right? Which is price, right? So we see that price. Okay, so that's a nice reversal. So that was nice pullback for some months. So we're definitely going to look for this to go up. That support was there also on that side. So we have them also. Okay, so I'm definitely going to want to look at this to go bullish, but for this week, that it might go up for a little bit and then pull right back down just for a little bit. I can kind of see this area right here is a resistance right here. We got a resistance here also, and current price is so on a resistance. So I see it like just slightly pulling back. Like it's not gonna do no. I don't believe it's some crazy reversal. If it does, then hey, then it has to do what it has to do at the end of the day. But I would look for this to go bullish for some time. So just going up to like 107 area is what I would look for the week. Wait and see kind of what happens around this zone. That's around 105.38. See what happens around that area. And if it breaks that zone and we get a nice close, like even on a 4 hour, then we'll definitely want to go and get about 200, 20 ticks, you would say, in future term, but 200 pips. Okay. And from the daily, looks really well. And that looks like it might just pull back a little bit, slightly. Look, what happened around there. Maybe came down maybe, if even if it wanted to try, it could. But with this solidification, all this right here, price is already past that 61.8. So I believe this is just going to slightly pull back, just slightly, and then we'll get a bullish movement. And then it just looks like after that 61.8, it's just gonna bull from there. So just see what happens from there. So let's go on to the USD JPY, and it's correlating. So we want to make sure what we're doing, we're correlating, right? Our pairs. So if the dollar's looking like this on the monthly, right? That's a dollar, and this is USD. So that's a dollar. So we're definitely going to look for that to go bullish also. Still going to be looking for almost about the same behavior. Has same exact formation. All right, let's get this low. And then we got this high, which is just price. Okay. So we got the same formation. We rejected the 50, came back, pulled back. We had us another support, same area. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a horizontal, or yeah, actually got the horizontal in price. So we'll just have to get this Fibonacci. Yeah, I see a little bit that might pull back a little bit. We might get a slight pullback around the same area. It's actually weird because that's a 137 and dollar was like, yeah. So it's around, yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see a slightly, I believe there'll be a slight pullback just to even come back to that 100, see what it wants to do. So even though from that move, that's about an 80 pips. So just be aware of that. That price could definitely do that. Come back. You might say, what's going on? 80 pips and draw down. But you definitely want to see if there's a actual break here or even to the high. So even if you want to get a earlier, you could get into around this zone, come back, pull back to that zone, or you could just wait, have an alert, and just from there execute. I'm going to go for that 161. That's what I would typically go for if we're going to go swing or anything. So that's 510 pips. Cool. So that's typically a swing I would want to do. So I want to see what happens around these breaks, right? Happens around this first break. Once I get around this first break, I want to see kind of what it wants to do. But I believe it's just going to pull back slightly, and then we're just going to see a bull come right up out of there. So I believe there's going to be a lot more action this week too. So now let's look into USD CAD, and essentially I'm just going to do the same thing. So as you can see, formation's the same, right? It might not look the total the same, but you can see, right? So it's been pulling back. This has actually been making a flag. So this has been creating a flag, and it's just pulled back to a zone that it needs to go to, and from there. So yeah, what I would want to do is I want to see what it wants to do from this flag. Um, um, okay, go a little bit into price. Boom, you can see support, what resistance, right? So I'm definitely gonna want to throw a fib on there. See that the high is exactly the 161. So that's good signs for us. That's definitely good signs for us. This monthly looks now, yeah, to the weekly looks really good. So I would definitely want to get a trade around here, around the 1.366 area. Um, right here, just take it about 240 pips. So typically this can take some time. This is the weekly. So if you want to, like I always tell anybody, if you see something that's like, for example, the USD JPY, how this one was basically so much pips. You can just chip away at them, just go at about 50 pips at a time, 100 pips, whatever also just fits into your plan and the way that you trade. Okay. So just essentially everything too. So you don't have to always swing it. People ask me, do you always swing? And yeah, I typically swing most, I'd say about 80 to 90% of that. But in between, I'm also, intradaying and possibly scalping depending on if there's a news event or if there's anything. Because if I'm just in one position and I'm seeing that I'm comfortably, in a, say, in a buy, I'm not going to, shy away from possibly going into a buy again into that position on that swing. So, um, like I say, if you want to just chip at it away, and if you're growing your account, it's probably one of the best ways to go about it. I wouldn't swing too heavy if you guys are building your account. Sometimes it's good to start putting your mindset into that. Get about 100 pips or about 50 pips and just go from there. But once you start getting into once you have learned to hold those trades, then you'll be adaptable for everything. It just comes down to a mindset and just the way that you start to perceive the market, right? And the way that you start to perceive your negatives and the way that you see the positive and everything. So, um, yeah, basically this is just gonna be what I'm gonna be looking for. About 240 pips from the USCAD. So that's basically this week. And shit, let's catch more pips, y'all. And we've been catching pips. We've been doing it all in the group. I've been giving out these signals also. So if you need more uh, trades in there, looking for more profitable ways, we got that. We also got some sports bets. If you guys want to get some picks in there, just get some extra ways of getting some money. And shit, we're just gonna continue to win as a family, as a community. So just I dare y'all to come and try us out, and I swear you guys are gonna get some pips out of it, cause and just some knowledge out of it at the end of the day, cause the market we all learning, no matter who and what type of knowledge you're at, we all are going through this together. So um, just let's just continue to win. Let's continue to do what we do, y'all, and let's get it.